are, but pretty fast. We've had quite a bit of rain here in the last week or two, so the rivers are nicely swollen. The trees and the fallen leaves are producing some gorgeous colours, but as you can see here, up in the hills, there's not a lot to see actually. Look at all this mist. I'm hoping when we get up there, it clears a bit at some point. But we're going to have a good time anyway, even if it doesn't. So visibility is not getting any better and there's no clear path. Looks like there's been quads or tractors up here. So I'm just following the OS maps for a little bit. I did download this first and I have got the paper version to fall back on if I need it. So it's pretty testing conditions today. Even the paths are like rivers, look. Oh dear. These boots are brilliant, by the way. First ones I've had that have, never wet out on me. Does it get any better than this? That wind's picking up. I brought the Scarp one and the cross poles. Forecast gusts of up to 40 kilometres an hour, so nothing too treacherous, but we'll see how it goes. Typical. Pretty fast. Bit of mist definitely gives it some atmosphere. Need to find somewhere to pitch, pretty sharpish though. Only got about an hour's left of daylight. Finally. Done a bit of an Andy Beavers and come off piste a little bit. No idea where the path is. I'll have to have a look on the map in the morning. I'm hoping there's a view down there in the morning. I can't promise you. Anyway, I'm getting set up. It's always best to make sure you got your doors closed before you tighten things up. It's going to be a bit windy, so I'll have a go with the cross poles tonight. And you just go around and tighten these up. Not going anywhere. A bit like this mist. Let's get out this cold. It's nice just to be out in the elements. I've not set everything up yet. I've just got this little foam pad underneath me just to take the chill off. So the trousers are a little bit wet at the bottom. Should have put my gaiters on as well. I'm going to have 5 and then start getting everything set up and try and get a bit warmer. So getting all your kit set up is really easy when the weather's nice and you can pump your airbed and all that kind of stuff up outside. It's a bit more difficult when you're short of space. You've got to be in your tent while you're doing it. I think I've brought my little pump with me. Yeah. So you keep banging your head on things like lanterns. Nothing glamorous, is it? So getting the sleeping pad up instantly makes you warmer. You're getting off that freezing cold ground, so I can already feel the heat radiating back to me. Not going to bother with a pump for the pillow. Finally got round to putting the little sticky pads on this one. Clean wool socks, long johns, and now I'm just going to pull my quilt out. I don't have to go anywhere now. Me settled. I'll get warmed up and then put some dinner on. Because it's getting a little bit cold, made a little coat for my gas canister. Just used an old sock. Put it over the top, rolled it back, and then just cut a little hole in it there. Hopefully makes it perform a little bit better when the weather gets colder. Not tried the spicy pork noodles. You know, it's cold when you can see your breath. So I've been in the tent now since 4:30. These early sunsets mean that you spend ages cooped up in a little tiny space. You've got to enjoy your own company. Not the best, if I'm honest. I don't think I'll get that one again. But I need some food, so I'm going to eat it. I already know pudding's going to be better. Treacle sponge and custard. So some of these you can steam, some it says you can only do in the microwave. So you just have to have a look on the packaging. Give it a couple of stabs. Stick it in the pot. And just bring it to a simmer and leave it for a few minutes. So that's been simmering about 1 centimetre water for just a few minutes. Just going to leave it in the pot for 5 and then tuck in. Everything's easy peel, but not. I don't know about you, but I'm a cold custard kind of guy. I'll have a bit of that. A big lump of this. Oh, that is just what you need on a night like this. Bonfire night. Even better than mushy peas with mint sauce. Can't see a thing Visibility is probably about 10 meters, something like that, if that. In fact, there's a rock there you can just see, that's about 4 meters away. I'm going back in there. So cheers everyone. Can't believe it's been a month now since I quit the day job. Absolutely loving life at the moment. No regrets whatsoever. Okay, things are a little bit more unpredictable, but you know, life balance is so much better. I still haven't managed to get round to answering all the thousands of comments on that video. Loads of kind words of support, some wonderful comments. I will get round to it, so please bear with me. So we've got all the home comforts, look, watching a bit of Simon Edwards on the big screen. When you're shacked up in a little tent for 14 to 16 hours, you need something to keep you entertained, so I tend to watch a few YouTube videos. These are the kind of things I'm subscribed to, so Simon Edwards there, look. Stephen J. Reed, he does like gear reviews and a bit of outdoors and running and stuff. Tom Outdoors, I'm trying to get Reggie trained up, so obviously Cesar Milan, GoPro stuff, some of your classics, your top man like Murray from Scotland's Mountains. You got Ash Outdoors, you got Al and Blue from Bushman and Blue. Anyway, back to Simon's video. Morning. I've been up about half an hour. Nice and warm last night in this, and these were a lifesaver for the wind. Well, it's not too bad now. Now that's a lovely surprise. I don't think I could have found a better pitch if I tried. There's the reservoir. That wind's bitterly cold though. So Kinder Downfall's doing its party trick. The waterfall's like blowing upwards. I think that's the thumbnail. So as expected, tent was rock solid. I do like these. Makes all the difference. I could hear the fireworks last night, but I'm sure I'd have got a fabulous show if there'd been a clear sky. See the waterfall a bit better there, look. See if I can zoom in even further. So although it's not raining outside, the wind's bitterly cold, so I'm going to pack away everything whilst I'm in the tent. So it's handy to have a tent like this one that's got that little bit of extra space, or a two-man tent, you know, if you're just a solo camper. So one of the first things I get out of the way is the sleeping pad. Although it's nice to be off the cold, I don't want to get it punctured accidentally. Easier said than done though, rolling these out when you're in a one-man tent. Hope there's no creepy crawlies all over it. The first things to go in the bag for me, see what I've got in the bottom. I've got another hat. Yeah, I put my liner in, and then I put things like sleeping bags, down jacket, and a sleeping pad. I'm not going to use them soon, so they'll go in first. I don't bother with compression sacks from the sleeping bags. I just shove it right to the bottom of the pack, and it fills in all nooks and crannies. Down jacket the same. Sleeping pad. That's where having a little foam pad like this helps, because it, you know, keeps you off the cold ground. I've got a little bag that's got me bits and bobs in, and what's left of my food. Not going to be needing any more of that. Got a few M&Ms if I want to nibble on the way down. I always bring a brag as well. So take all my rubbish home with me. That'll go in this stretchy bit here when everything else is packed away. Get the jerk boil in. There's still some room down here inside for my tent. Walking pole sometimes helps my bag from falling over. Wind makes everything much more fun. Because it's windy, I'm going to leave it guide out and just drop all the poles. Less chance of it blowing away then. All this is so much easier without a breath of wind. Whoa. There should be enough room down the side here. Get the tent in. There we go. Keep this pole separate because it's for the loop. It's difficult to find out which one's which. There's only a little bit of length difference between them. So it's not always yellow brick roads and footpaths. Sometimes you have to go off piste a little bit. Decided to avoid navigating that and head up that way. Should be a path in about 100 metres. So I found the path anyway. Slight change of plan though. If I head up to the downfall, it adds an extra hour and a half onto my walk home. I'm just going to head back down here, this little path. I should be back at the car in just over an hour. If you want to see one of my older camps I did up by Mermaid's Pool, then click on the video to the left. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.